Good morning, Negroes. Ain't nothing like good old-fashioned concrete evidence. Y'all come in here and chat with the dribble this morning. I've been waiting for this picture for a minute now. One of my followers promised it to me, and he delivered. So we can put a lot of rumors to rest this morning, especially the one created by Greg Taylor on the Art of Dialogue when he lied and said he seen Tupac when he said he seen Haitian Jack wearing Tupac's jewelry the day after the November 4th, 1994 robbery at Quad Studio. Good morning. What did you think about Mecca Coppola's top 100 list? I didn't see it. Good morning from Richmond. What up? Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all can go see that picture I uploaded and the caption attached to it. It's very, very exclusive. It's going to go viral. This picture's going to go viral. You probably going to see it on all of those gangster pages today, Mecca Coppola included. We got proof. He said, remember King Tut from Brooklyn got caught with Tupac. That's a lie, fam. I don't know where you got that from. That's 100% a lie. That didn't happen. Tut never got caught with nothing that belonged to Tupac. That's a lie. I don't know where you got that from. You tried to drag me into it talking about you remember. No, I don't remember. It never happened. He said Mecca Coppola's top 100 list was whack. He did 3 times. It's getting bullshit. What happened? Logic, sir, thank you. My Instagram is at @IamGully TV _. Go over there and check that picture out and read the caption attached to it. It's very informative. It refutes everything that Greg Taylor said on the Art of Dialogue. I told y'all he was lying. It was a desperate attempt to cover up Mark Curry's tracks. Mark Curry did an interview with Art of Dialogue where he admitted to being around Puffy when he was roofing, putting roofies in chicks' drinks when he was spiking the drinks, putting drugs and sedatives inside drinks for females. Mark Curry continued to say, I was there. He said, I remember when we had bottles over here for the girls and we knew not to drink these. He did all of that on our Art of Dialogue, and it blew his cover. And in a desperate attempt to cover up what he said in that first interview, he went and got a gentleman by the name of Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor got on the Art of Dialogue and he lied and said he seen Haitian Jack wearing Tupac's jewelry the day after the robbery. Impossible. Didn't Tut admit to having... Why would Tut admit to having Tupac's jewelry, number one? And number two, no, he didn't. I don't know where y'all got that from. You need to go read the caption beneath the picture that I just posted on Instagram. At @IamGully TV _. Boom, 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 boom. He said, you said Curry and them was doing too much yapping. He was lying. Dexter Issac admitted who he sold that jewelry to. Dexter Issac, way before anything came to light about the robbery of Tupac, Dexter Issac wrote a book. I think he wrote the book in like 2015, probably earlier than that. And in the book, he admitted that him and 2 other individuals executed the robbery of Tupac Shakur at Quad Studio at the behest of Jimmy Henchmen, a former associate of his. He told in the book how the robbery happened, and then he got on his platform and he did several interviews with me detailing every detail involved in that robbery. And he also admitted to who he sold that jewelry to, Ivory Davis. One of my followers seen me having this discussion on this platform, and he said when he heard me say that the bone bracelet was sold to Ivory Peanut Davis, he said he fell out his seat like, oh my goodness, that's my cousin. I seen him with that bracelet. I seen him with the bracelet. Matter of fact, there's pictures of him with the bracelet. And it took him about 3 months to come up with the picture. Probably, yeah, 2 or 3 months, because he contacted me at the beginning of the summer. It took him a while to come up with that picture, and he delivered it. He came up with it. I got it this morning. I posted it on Instagram. Make sure you go over there and see it. At @IamGully TV _. You can see it up close. You can see it. It's in my story, but you can read the caption below. Dayton knew it was Tupac's jewelry because it has Tupac's name engraved inside on the Rolex. Man, you ain't about to drag me into no shit like that. You ain't about to drag me into that. And not only that, the name that was engraved on the bracket of Rolex was the people that he got it from. Tito's Jewelry, a jeweler by the name of Manny. That's whose impression was on the back of the Rolex. Isaac said during your interview that Tut had nothing to do with it. He had absolutely nothing to do with it. He had absolutely nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? We all know that he had nothing to do with it. That the fact that he had no dealings with them niggas, with them island niggas. Everybody involved with it was an island nigga, except for one. They was from Vanderveer Projects. Haitian Jack and Tut did not have no relationship like that. They didn't. And it was confirmed when I was in the Dominican Republic with Haitian Jack. He put me on the phone with a guy. He's deceased now. His name was John Bloody Hatchet, and Hatchet was talking about how they was creeping up on Tut trying to kill him one time. They had already killed one of his partners, and they was trying to get him, but they lost him in traffic. Haitian Jack didn't fuck with Tut like that. They was in two different crowds, two totally different crowds. He said journalism at its finest. It took a minute. I knew that Greg was lying. He said that the next day, the day after the robbery, he seen Jack in Atlanta with the jewelry on. How the fuck did he get, what did they airdrop it to Atlanta? How the fuck did it get to Atlanta overnight? Not to mention, the nigga that took the jewelry, he told that he sold the jewelry to Ivory Peanut Davis for, I think he said a quarter brick of cocaine and a few dollars, like $1,500 or something like that. But it's all here. We got all of the proof. The thumbnail that you're looking at, that's a picture of the bracelet. That's a picture of the bracelet. That bracelet was very, very popular in the 90s. Very, very popular. You would continue to see them type bracelets in the movie Belly too. Like niggas that was getting money, them bracelets was real popular at the time. Mechacopolis did a top 100 rappers list to come out of New York like 2 times. He ain't have Mike Geronimo on the list, but A Boogie with the hoodie. Mechacopolis probably stepped out of his lane, fucking with that rap shit like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's his opinion, and his age would be an indicator that he would probably include somebody like A Boogie with the hoodie. It don't, I don't know, it don't make that, it's probably a reflection of his age, but nah. It's sad to see that nothing as ninjas feel the need to insert themselves in situations they have no connections to. How about that? He said Westside Boogie the shit, not A Boogie with the hoodie. I don't even know who Westside Boogie is. He said, you took it back talking about those bracelets. Yeah, them bracelets is very vintage and shit. If you came across one of them right now and shit, you'll definitely stand out. It's 4:29 a.m. in LA. Drake will never recover from this diss. Somebody else dissed him. I miss speaker knockers. Y'all a little bit, some of these people y'all are mentioning, they're a little bit out of my lane and shit. Let me get you out of here, man. Boom, 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 boom. OG, you have to check him out. Westside Boogie got signed by Eminem. I don't listen to Eminem. I don't listen to Eminem. I don't listen to Eminem. He said, I can't believe they did Pac like that. That whole situation was prompted by an argument that Tupac had with Jimmy Henchmen. He was disrespecting a very, very dangerous man. As we heard on Crown Court TV channel. Jimmy Henchmen, a dangerous dude. The Instagram is at IamGullyTV_. He said, these must be new listeners. 95% of black people don't listen to Eminem at all. Thank you. I got this shirt at the coffee shop in Staten Island. Ghostface Killer Coffee. Yeah. He said, I love Tupac, but respect the jokes. Everybody loves Tupac when it comes to his music and his contributions to hip-hop. He has a very, very big fan base, but as he was warned by Biggie Smalls, he was around some very, very dangerous men that he didn't have no business around and shit. They was kind of out of his league and shit. None of my Detroit homies bump Eminem. Nah, no one listens to Eminem except for Royce the 5 now. Yo, Gully, even now, Jimmy is a shot caller in the feds in West Virginia. Yeah, we know that Jimmy got the juice. He do. Even though he's been proven to be an informer. Mike Tyson warned him too. He said, damn, I just seen the pic on Instagram, bananas. Biggie and Tyson warned him he was swimming with sharks. Yeah. He said, y'all not ready for the Tupac convo. People don't be wanting to hear the truth. We know where his jewelry went now. Way before this picture surfaced, Dexter Issac said who he sold that jewelry to. If y'all want to know more about Ivory Peanut Davis, I did a series of documentaries called Murder Unit. Just type in Gully TV, Ivory Peanut Davis. It'll pop up. Has Guy Fisher done an interview since being home? I'm not familiar with it. Did you know Tragedy, Gaddafi, and Ghostface are cousins? Yeah, I knew that. Eminem was cool when he was underground trying to sound like the Outsiders. I never listened to Eminem. I didn't. If I listened to Eminem, I wasn't the one that played it. I never bought an Eminem CD. I never got anything out of what he do. He got off on Renegade. He got off on Stan. Stan's a dope song. But aside from that, he never did it for me. He didn't. Make sure y'all go to Instagram and see that picture in that caption. Spot him, got him. What up? It's no joke. If you ain't a tamer, don't go into the lion's den. Yeah, Tupac was around some real dangerous dudes. Lafayette Gardens' history of hustlers is like a movie. Make sure y'all go see that picture, man. It's on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. And you can go back and listen to the interviews I did with Dexter Issac when he admit and tell where he sold that jewelry at. He said he sold that jewelry to Peanut. I did them interviews with Dexter probably 5 years ago. Probably 5 years ago, easy. And the picture just came out. Everything that's done in the dark, it's gonna come to the light. It will. It's just only a matter of time. They say Pac got his jewelry selection swag from Jack. Jack took him to that jeweler. A lot of them pictures that you see of old hustlers with the truck jewelry and shit on, Rolexes and all of that, they went to a jeweler named Manny. Jay-Z rapped about him. He said, I took my Fritos to Tito in the district. That's the jewelry store where all of the hustlers went. That's where Haitian Jack took Tupac to get laced up at. When Dexter Issac and them was summoned to come rob Tupac at Quad Studios, he said it in an interview. He said it in an interview that they knew that the jewelry was real. They knew the jewelry was real right away because of where it was bought from. That's why they raced to go do that robbery and shit. Mr. Jugs Marley, you got your weight up. Stay in the gym. It's crazy, man. Still talk about Tupac in 2024. Tupac gonna be talked about forever, dickhead. That's called being immortalized. Biggie says spending chips at Manny's. Yep. You should be the first to get that Guy Fisher joint. I ain't really on it, man. Y'all keep sleeping. Pac, him and Jack was whooping ass in New York, and he was banging on the West Coast. You see that? What happened in Vegas? He was going for the pistol twice, but got popped first. I don't think he was no chump or nothing like that. He was raised by Black Panthers. He was raised in the struggle. He definitely was from the streets. That was one of the reasons why I felt that nothing happened to him in jail. You see interviews where people be trying to... This detective, he just implied that something happened, that Jimmy Henchmen and them had something happen to Tupac in jail. Nothing happened to Tupac in jail. What's the dude named? Chino XL, rest in peace to him. He just passed away. I never knew what was the reason that Pac mentioned Chino XL on Hit 'Em Up. Never knew who Chino XL was until Tupac said his name. This is in 1996, by the way. I ended up hearing it for myself. He did a freestyle, and he said something about Pac being raped in jail. That never happened. That never happened. If you ever been in the penitentiary and shit, you know that nothing happens to people like Tupac. When I say people like Tupac, I'm talking about a motherfucker that's gonna put up some resistance. They don't, them niggas that be on that sexual shit, number one, that don't even work out like that. Number two, it's people that's giving up their ass for free. You ain't gotta rape a motherfucker in a penitentiary. You don't gotta be wrestling around with a motherfucker in a penitentiary. This motherfucker's in the penitentiary walking around with lipstick and shit on, like willing to fuck you and shit like that. So that whole situation, that was a jailhouse exaggeration and shit. That, yeah, when he went upstate, he got. Why would Tupac be the one to get raped with all them soft motherfuckers up there and shit? Don't make sense. Wendy Williams started that rumor. Damager, let me get you up out of here, man. I can tell some of y'all new to this chat. I got zero tolerance. You say any dumb shit in here, you getting zapped and kicked out forever. He said that happens in jails down south, not really the East Coast. I gotta agree with you on that. The temperament of the jails in the South and the ones on the East Coast is a lot different. The East Coast got a lot more culture in their prisons. Black Panther influence. black nationalism shit, Islam. It's just it's a pro-black climate for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be a whole lot of raping of black men going on and niggas in population doing it. That ain't real. Good morning. He said, you right, that's movie shit. Real pen, they got too many ready and willing. Exactly. I remember Pac came to the Bay with MC New York rap named The Jungle Dudes, used to roast the fuck out of him. Huh. Glad you cleared that up. One of Peanut's cousins cleared that up. That's who sent the picture in and shit. Make sure you go look at the picture. You can see it up close and shit. Them bracelets was very, very popular back then. Mostly hustlers had them. And Dexter Issac, way before that picture surfaced, way before that picture came up, Dexter Issac did an interview with me, and he said who he sold that jewelry to. And he said what type of jewelry he sold to him. He said what happened to the jewelry entirely. The ring was given back to Jimmy Henchmen. The Rolex and the bracelet, they kept. He ended up selling it to Ivory Davis, and he said, I wasn't going to wear it and shit like that. He ended up selling it for some work. I went to jail in New Orleans, and oh man, that shit was different. Trafficking Real, thank you. Don't come in here and ask me about no other platform, yo. You wasting your time even asking me about one of them niggas, man. Some of y'all be like women. Like, y'all go to another nigga channel and come back over here and report it and vice versa and shit. Like, that's some weird sucker shit. But don't ask me about nobody else, man. Gully, a lot of these YouTube dudes disappeared. Now they back on here. It's a lot going on. What I see from a lot of other people and shit is that they pretty much do reactionary shit. Like, if something go on with Whack 100, everybody come on and start talking about that shit. But creating content from a ground up, these guys are more so YouTubers. They not content creators. He said, you got any more content with Dexter? Nah, that shit was old, man. That shit was 5 years ago, probably four or 5 years ago. That whole topic is old and shit. I only brought y'all here to clear up a lie that was told by Greg Taylor on Art of Dialogue. Greg Taylor got on Art of Dialogue with Mark Curry and said he seen Haitian Jack wearing Tupac's stolen jewelry the day after the robbery. Yes, he said that. But we got a picture with the nigga that Dexter Issac said he sold it to. Somebody's lying. Pictures don't lie. I'm definitely writing another book. I've been to Jimmy Henchman's office. He used to keep a picture of Tupac wearing a Henchman t-shirt in the lobby. I posted that picture before. Was Henchman Muslim? I know he's a Muslim now. He's a Muslim now. This is well known. Was he on the streets? I don't know. He wasn't acting like one on the streets. If you go to Crown Court TV, he allegedly shot up Tony Yayo mama house by himself. He did the shooting himself. He was in a truck with some niggas, but he did the shooting himself. Charles Harrison, thank you. All is well. Dude, I'm like twice Gilly the Kid, I'm like twice Gilly's size, man. Gilly can't do nothing with me on a ball court, yo. He said, yeah, he was Muslim on the street. That's right, because they said that he met He ran into somebody in a masjid. I believe one of the outlaws said they bumped into him at a masjid in California. You're right, thank you. Rap from Fort Greene held Tupac down up north. I think I heard that too. One of the outlaws ran into him at Juma. Right. I knew I seen that. He turned Muslim once he went to the feds. That's how he able to walk the yard. Now, that ain't true. One of the outlaws ran into him at a masjid in the streets. Roseman is in USP Polog. That's a very, very dangerous stop. What cities is in here this morning? Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Go over there and see that picture of Ivory Peanut Davis wearing Tupac's bracelet. I always told people Jack was official on the streets, but Henchman was the worst. Did Lodi Mac smack his son? Allegedly, that's what got him killed. Jersey City, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Yonkers, Duval, NYC, Charlotte, North Carolina, Baltimore, Boston, Cincinnati, Philly, Newark, BX by way of Norfolk, Rochester, y'all been set tripping up there, man. That mass shooting in that park, that was crazy. Akron, Ohio, good morning. I tried to unsubscribe from a lot of these channels. Dudes wearing colored nail polish. Long Island, Memphis, Los Angeles, El Paso, Compton, Bed-Stuy, the West Coast up this morning. Akron, ATL residing. North Carolina, Los Angeles, Camden, Brooklyn, Alabama, Fifth Ward, Texas, Houston, Winston-Salem, Northeast Baltimore, St. Louis, Southeast DC, Chicago, Wild Hunters, St. Paul, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, that's where that jewelry ended up at. Ivory Davis got the jewelry on in the picture. Make sure you go check the picture out. That picture probably going to go viral today. Jack was a gangster kind of like the mafia. He moved way different. Virginia in the building. Thank you. Wisconsin, Red Hook. Gully, they needed you at that celebrity basketball game in Shreveport yesterday. I've been studying my lines, man. We about to go shoot part 2 of Cream. And at the end of this month. So I've been kind of like focusing on that. When y'all haven't been seeing me, I've been preparing for my next film, my next movie role. Tampa Bay, he said, Peanut from Lafayette Gardens. Yeah, that's who Dexter Issac sold that jewelry to. We got a picture of him wearing it. We got proof now. So all of those rumors that people been saying Tut had the jewelry, they just saying a bunch of crazy shit. Greg Taylor said Haitian Jack had it. Niggas done told me to my face they seen Tut wearing it. That's all a lie. It's all a lie. He said Jack was shooting niggas' knees off. He was. Subscribe to the channel. Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all find something constructive to do with y'all weekend. Summer's coming to a close. It's another 2 weeks. Kids will be back in school and shit. I was told Scooter had Pac's Rolex, but didn't believe it. Little Sean's story about Tupac on Drink Champ sounded like Jack set it up from the gate. Jack and Jimmy Henchmen, as you know now, it's a video on my channel where Jack and Jimmy Henchmen is on the phone together. And they talking about a feud that they had for many, many, many years. They didn't get along. They didn't run together. Wasn't no love between them niggas all like that. So the whole Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchmen together conspiracy to rob Tupac, it don't make sense. We got a video. of a conversation of them niggas talking about Jimmy trying to kill Jack and vice versa and shit like that. So that refutes that whole theory right there. Even though it was a long time ago, but they never ran together. They didn't. They say two giants can't occupy the same space for long and shit. Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchmen was never bosom buddies and shit. Yeah, they had a relationship. No, they didn't run together every day. They ran in two different crowds. One of them ran with Haitian niggas and Caribbean niggas. The other one, Jack ran with Jamaicans and shit. So the USA gonna beat France today, or is Wemby gonna stop us? Wemby can't stop them niggas, man. I'd be glad when it's over with. They almost lost to Serbia if Steph Curry didn't catch fire. That was their ass. I think Pac knew deep down Big and Puff didn't do it. He just felt New York let him down. Basically, the Biggie and Pac movie was off a whole lot. They couldn't give you the real story. Biggie's dead. Tupac's dead. Jimmy Henchmen in jail. Haitian Jack is deported. Them people did them movies by themselves and shit based on events that they felt happened. You know what I mean? But the participants, the people that was actually there and involved, they wasn't a part of that. You know what I mean? Serbia played unbelievable for 38 minutes. Unfortunately, the game is 40 minutes long. Ex-NBA players rooting against Team USA is nasty. That's called jealousy. That's called jealousy. Yeah. It's a rotten trait to have. How's them bitters you posted on IG? Real good so far. Pac was upset over the Who Shot You song. They freestyled those movies. The irony of the fact that Junior Mafia was recording their first song called Backstabbers at the studio that day, shit like a dark comedy. He said, Gully, Kamala or Trump? I ain't voting for nobody, man. The fact that these members only, you got to play this joint back. I'm gonna give a recap in a minute. The fact that these politicians is aligning themselves with YouTube channels and shit like that. The fact that these politicians is aligning themselves with YouTube channels, doing interviews, she around Megan Thee Stallion, there's twerking going on. It just feel like a whole con game. It just don't make nah. I'ma just stand down. I voted for Obama, I believe. Yeah. I never voted again and shit. I didn't. I never felt that the politics and shit like that, I never felt that shit affected me directly. It don't matter who's in office. I'm going to be doing swell. I'm going to eat. I'm going to wear nice clothes. I'm going to be successful. I don't give a fuck who live in the White House. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck who making the laws. I ain't going to break them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about it. For real. Kamala has zero chance to win. Daryl Mason, I enjoy members only content. I do. It's showing desperation. They want anyone's vote. Yeah, and they trying to target the online community basically and shit. They trying to use the online community as a megaphone. It looks predatory. Blueface got 4 years. Christian Rock is in jail. Casanova's in jail. Arab is in jail. There's a long list. There's a long list of people. Tory Lanez is in jail. I don't know, man. It says a lot about the compensation people are getting from streaming and shit. It wouldn't be so much crime if people was able to make a legitimate living off music and shit. Diddy had full control of that Biggie movie, which makes the whole thing fugazi. Tupac is a real stand-up G. He once stopped some Compton gangbangers from busting up Tim Dog in Oakland, California after he drove all the way over the Golden Bridge and brought the hood down to start Tim out. Did you see the Blue Da Vinci interview? Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. It seemed like it don't matter what Blue say, and it seemed like it don't matter what Dion Gafflin say. Y'all don't believe that Big Meech did anything wrong. It seemed like y'all have a very, very hard time wrapping y'all mind around that. It do. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. For some reason, y'all don't believe Blue though. Gully, you gotta put zero tolerance line together. I don't know why niggas be coming here with that bullshit. I kick them right out right away. It's 500 people here. Y'all like the video. Good morning. I never voted. Even my school government was corrupt. Arab did that to himself. Are some of Dexter's crew or accomplices alive, and could they tell their story? One of them died. Dexter is in jail. And one of them is still around and shit. He just ain't living like that no more. Yeah. In my opinion, the powers that be is trying to end hip-hop. They're trying to end black celebrity. They're trying to end the black money makers. Could be true. I DM'd you to play Cuff and Blue Running a minute ago. They in love with the Meech name. Long Island, what up? For some reason, people don't want that for Meech. They don't want to believe that. They don't want to believe that that's possible. Tell you something, right? I've said this many times. The niggas that have the most to lose will tell first. The niggas that got most to lose will tell first. They don't be trying to leave their money on the streets. They don't be trying to leave all their nice cars and shit. They don't be trying to leave all their women. They do not want to go to jail. If they could find a way out, 90% of the time they gonna do it. They might not want you to know it. They might not want anybody else to know it. But there's some people that know. For real. He said, yeah, he did. All agent provocateurs do. Meech and T-Toad, I don't care what anybody say. Why Sub-Zero keep your name in his mouth? I got two stalkers. Him and that crazy motherfucker from Philly, that dust head nigga from Philly that's running around with that Batman mask on. Y'all been seeing that shit? That's what PCP do to a motherfucker mind. Dude, he got 56 videos about me. That nigga got 56 videos about me. 56. One of my followers counted it yesterday. He said, man, you ain't gonna believe this. 56. That's angel dust. Yo. Do he even know you personally? Hell no, I don't know that nigga. I ain't never met that nigga a day of my life. That's dust, man. I believe he's came to the conclusion that nobody's gonna pay attention to him because don't nobody be on his channel. Unless he mention my name and shit. That's the only way he get any views. Nobody be over there. He even be talking to himself in the comments. That's a first. Yeah. He said he got it. He said 56. He got a crush. That's weirdo behavior. Yeah, he a real live stand. Seriously. 56 videos is beyond crazy. 56, that's an obsession. Yeah, he got 56 Gully TV videos. He said, yup, that's dust. He said, I'm from West Philly. Don't put that dust tag on the whole city. I didn't. I'm putting it on his ass, though. That nigga definitely a dust head. When I see him put on a Batman mask, that's not Philly behavior. And when a Philly nigga put on a mask, he's probably coming to rob you. Nobody's just putting on a Marvel Comics mask just cuz. That nigga's retarded as a motherfucker. This is the same nigga that said he was in the JBM. Imagine a JBM nigga getting online with a Batman mask on. Just imagine that. You can't even wrap your mind around that, right? And you know what else you can't wrap your mind around? That weird ass nigga being in the JBM. For real. Yo, he said, how did that start? Nigga's a lunatic, man. I had a few niggas like that. It was this fat nigga from Jersey. He made videos about me for years. He fizzled out, though. He probably somewhere with diabetes right now. Yeah. He said, is he from Kensington? I don't know. Where that nigga? He said, Batman is not Marvel. You mean to say DC Comics. There you go. He said, what's wrong with these niggas? They don't want to get a job. They don't want to get a job. They don't. They don't. They don't. The pandemic made these niggas feel that they could have a life online. Not knowing that a lot of us was doing this shit in 2004, 2006. YouTube started in 2006, right? I was already online before that. I was already online before that. And these niggas just feel like, and I'm gonna tell you what the main thing is, right? Donations. Some of y'all be actually giving these niggas donations. When you give a motherfucking panhandler some free money, you know what's gonna happen? He gonna be back on that corner again tomorrow with his cup, shaking his cup. So y'all done gave some of these niggas donations. That's why they keep coming back online. That's why they keep coming back online. That's what brought a lot of niggas to the internet. A lot of niggas start seeing, oh, I can post my Cash App and ask these niggas for money. Once they see that, these niggas ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They not. And they ain't got no self-respect, man. You know how much of a lowlife you gotta be to be a grown-ass man and get online and beg people? These niggas be saying, they be making up reasons. They be saying that they giving out game and shit. They be giving out game. No, you not. You running game. And I have to quote Wallow. I just seen he was in I think a barbershop or somewhere, and he said this. You ain't never been a leader. You ain't never been fly. Bitches ain't never fucked with you. Why are you trying to be a part of this? Why are you trying to be a part of this? Those key components mean something. You ain't never been the shit. You ain't never been fly. You dig what I'm saying? You never been a leader. Like, you never been at nothing. But niggas will get online and put this image in their head that a motherfucker really care about what the fuck you saying. You gotta be born with these traits. You're not just gonna, it's not gonna happen. It's not. He said, it's Hassan Campbell's fault. They watch him go from bummy to change to new clothes. That nigga's like a fucking court jester. That nigga got online and got shot. He deserves some type of check. That nigga got mental health issues. He probably get SSI. He deserves something. That nigga was molested. So we say. We all know he was fucking for real. We all know he was a part of that because he took a pic. You know, he said he was molested. And then he went and took a picture with the nigga that molested him as an adult. You dig what I'm saying? So that tells me that he probably more than likely a freak. You dig? But he's doing all of this shit online. And some of y'all be bored. So y'all just get a nigga what he want. He be like, thank you for funding this war, family. What war are you fighting? What war are you fighting? And then, right, I seen a video that on Instagram, he's showing like, that little ass Benz ain't nothing, man. That's a fucking female Benz, man. Stop showing that little ass car, man. Just go get you a regular car, man. Like, if you can't afford a legit Benz, don't do that, man. Like, this nigga showing his Benz and shit. Man, come the fuck on, man. Like, you showing you not used to anything, yo. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And that Benz little as fuck, man. You got that little ass box. Man, stop it, man. Just stop it. Nobody cares, man. He said that's his baby mama's car. Yeah. Little ass motherfucker. Y'all see that little ass Benz, man? Don't you know that that's a horse Benz, man? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Taking pictures with your accuser is savagery. That's his motherfucking lover, yo. That was his lover, yo. Period. He says, sir, I don't be bored. So why do y'all keep going back to them niggas' channels? Why do y'all be giving them niggas donations? We've been here 47 minutes. I've been online since 06. I ain't never asked y'all for no donations, ever. He said you never see him driving it. He probably can't even fit in that little ass car. He probably can't even fit in that little ass car. I don't got no opinion on the election. I don't know what's going on with Kamala Harris. I don't. I know that black people used to fuck with Donald Trump, and now some people try to make it out like he a racist, when all reality, Donald Trump ain't no different than the last 50 white presidents and shit. There's no difference. It ain't. No matter how you look at it. Don't forget the pond and the koi fish along with rock and a snorkel and fitted in his living room with the hatchet. Just ain't acting like a nigga who ain't never had shit. Yeah. Yeah. The super chat thing, that comes with YouTube. If somebody wants to highlight their comment, you put it in the super chat. That's one of the components of YouTube. It come with it. Just like the memberships that come with YouTube. But the posting of your Cash App, that's outright begging. People be doing that shit on their birthday. Today's my birthday, and post their Cash App on Facebook. The fuck is you posting your Cash App? That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. What's the latest on Rayful? I don't know, man. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see, man. I think you might. It's definitely gonna be some content associated with him. I don't know where it's gonna come from. It's over 600 people here. Good morning. Make sure y'all following me on Instagram. Go to Instagram and see that picture I posted. It's Ivory Peanut Davis. This is a definite confirmation of where Tupac's jewelry went when he was robbed in Quad's studio in November of 1994. My uncle used to pressure Stalker before he went up for 25 years back in the day. I believe that. That nigga need to go make a fucking video about the nigga that clapped his twin and shit. That's what he need to do. Fucking dust head. I got booted out of stream. Homeboy kept asking for money with fake chains. He will get the Alpo treatment if he go back to DC. My Instagram is at I am Gully TV. I am Gully TV _. Go look at that picture and read the caption beneath it. It's informative. So all these lying clowns saying they saw Tut wearing the jewelry. Been lying for years. A motherfucker tried to tell me that with a straight face. When I listened to John Hatchard on the phone talking to Jack, he's telling him, he on the loudspeaker talking about how they was following Tut. They was following him and lost him in traffic. They was gonna kill him. They didn't fuck with him. They didn't have no. They already killed one of his homeboys, and they was trying to get the Tut, but they lost him in traffic. I heard this with my own ears. With my own ears. You know what else I heard with my own ears? I heard Dexter Issac during my interview say that they sold the jewelry to Peanut. This is way before this picture even surfaced. I got the picture, y'all. I got the picture. We got the picture. Now we know. So the shit that Greg Taylor said on the Art of Dialogue, you know it's a fucking lie. You know it's a lie. John Holcomb Project, he banned me from his channel for mentioning that. So that means Stretch lining him up is true too. Tupac seemed to say it was true. Didn't Tupac say to that nigga that used to be down with me, rest the dead, switch sides, guess his new friends wanted him dead? Didn't Tupac say that? Didn't Tupac say that? He said it, right? He said Tut been lying. Dexter, it's a video on his channel. Look it up. Dexter said he was going to cut him at a penitentiary in Texas about him claiming association with the robbery of Tupac. According to Dexter, Tut been going around telling people that he had something to do with it because Tupac mentioned him in the song. Didn't Tupac say that about Stretch? So you ain't got to question what I'm saying right here. You don't have to question what I'm saying. Tupac said that on a song. He did. Give us a quick rundown of Ivory Davis. Ivory Davis was a hustler from Lafayette Gardens. He got killed in a beef with World from Lafayette Gardens and the CMB guys. World had a brother named Wise who was killed by a gentleman by the name of Ramel Davis. Ramel Davis was Peanut's nephew. So when World came home from prison, Ramel was already in jail or on the run. Whatever the case, he wasn't around no more. He wanted to take out his anger and retribution on Peanut because that was his nephew. And Peanut eventually got killed outside of a nightclub in Manhattan. A guy named eBay, the same guy that shot Big Nose Troy, crept up on the car and shot him. Peanut Davis put his foot on the gas, trying to go get help, and he crashed out and ran over a tourist and killed a tourist. You can, if you want more on Ivory Davis, type in Ivory Peanut Davis Gully TV. And a video gonna come up that I did about the murder unit, and it details an incident that Jim Jones had in the tunnel with Peanut, and the murder unit had to, intervene, had to get Peanut up off of Jim. He said Tupac mentioned Tut too, though. He did. You know where that came from? When Tupac went to jail, it was niggas in jail with him telling him what they felt happened. You don't know who robbed you? This is who did it. This is who did it. Tupac got that when he went to Rikers Island and when he went up north to Clinton. Niggas in jail was telling him that. When he got out, when Suge got him out, he made that Machiavelli album, and he made a song called Against All Odds, using all of the information that he got from jail. A lot of the shit that he said on that song, it wasn't true and shit. It wasn't. He said, why 50 Cent? 50 Cent said, I got a kite from the pen that said Tuck got knocked. He also was misinformed. He said, I don't have to spell it out for you motherfuckers all the time. Are you a illiterate nigga? You can't read between the lines. He was in the dark about that. He was wrong about that. He was implying something. He was wrong. He also said on that same song, Many Men, he said, Homo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot down. And Homo didn't shoot him. You know who also told me that? Dexter Issac. My interviews with Dexter. Listen to them interviews with Dexter. He said, Pac don't know who shot him. He said that. He said that. Dexter said that he was locked up with the dude that shot Tupac. It wasn't Homo. But this detective, he just named the guy. He just named the guy. The guy who shot Tupac ended up being one of Ja Rule's head of security. Tut filed for claiming wreck he didn't commit. He said, dude from the pink houses, Brooklyn, shot 50. It wasn't Homo. Pardon me. 50 be throwing smoke screens on purpose. He a genius. My time here is almost up. It's almost 700 people here. Y'all like this video, make sure y'all go to Instagram. Go to Instagram. He said, you like a historian. I'm a journalist, investigative journalist, one of the best. Go to my Instagram page at IamGullyTV_. Look at that picture. You see Ivory Davis wearing Tupac's bracelet that people been talking about for the last 30 years. We finally got proof. That picture was sent to me by one of his relatives. He told me he was going to get the picture. He said, that bracelet, I got a picture of my cousin wearing that bracelet. I'm going to send it to you. And it took him about 2-3 weeks, but he sent it. And that's the thumbnail for this video. I'm about to go to the gym and work out. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. And make sure you hit the notification bell if this is your first time on this live stream. All right? Peace.